What's up, Line 6 PodGo users? Another free preset coming at you. This time it is with the Line 6 Carillon amp. I hope that's the right pronunciation. And it is one of the new 11 amp models that has come with the 2.5 firmware update. So I believe this one is based on like a Vox style amp. And to be honest, wasn't one of my favorites, but I think I've dialed in something that is good with single coil. You know, Strat style was what I had in mind, you know, to get that jangly type of Vox-ish charm. So yeah, let's hear it. And then we're going to walk through it. Okay, so that is the preset in full force with the drive. We have some goodies in it, nothing major, but let's walk through it, and we'll play through some of these things individually so you can hear how they affect the preset overall. All right, so back to the editor here, left to right as usual. Noise gate on. I just left it at default because this is not very high gain preset. So I feel that just the default will do. But yeah, definitely need it, especially with single coils. So there you have it. Next, wah. Okay, Horizon drive. This is what I've chosen to use for the dirt. Now, beside it, and I'm not going to go in detail through every little parameter here because in the description box below, as usual, for my presets, there is a link where you can download this preset for free in the custom tone area on the Line 6 website, okay? So I'm not doing any paid presets for this one. Again, it's not really my favorite type of amp, one that I normally wouldn't use, but not a bad amp. So to continue, Horizon Drive is my dirt, and I'm using it in conjunction with the dedicated EQ block. Now this time I'm using the EQ block, to sculpt some of the tone there. So we'll laser in on this for a second. So yeah, I've upped the low gain by a decibel. I've chose 545 hertz mid frequency to adjust, and I've pumped that up 1.5. Some people like to scoop mids and lower mids. I guess even, I don't want to say more so with Strat style guitars or single coils, but I say punch the mids, man. That's I want some punch. You know, for clean, yeah, I like, having maybe more of a scoopish sound. But anyways, this is what my ears like. Okay, and then the high gain, because I found it is pretty bright, I took it down a dB. All right, so again, these two are working in conjunction. Next, I have a Kinky boost. Now, the Kinky boost, I've used it just to give it a little more of a saturation. So why don't I play the preset without the Kinky boost? Okay, so this is with the dirt, and let's hear it. I think it sounds pretty good. Now let's add the Kinky boost back. So it's subtle, but it just gives a little more. Okay, it's not an overkill. So that's your choice, whether you want it on or off. And I do have foot switch assignments, so you'll see. Go into stomp mode. Okay, so when you download it, stomp mode, you'll see the assignments here. Okay, so let's actually turn off the Horizon drive, and let's turn off the Kinky boost, and let's hear it. So yes, clean. So this is a nice, I like to call it a 2-channel amp. So you got a clean and you get a drive option, right? Maybe not a 2-channel amp per se, but you know what I mean. You have a clean option. So here it is. And then you can add the Kinky boost to that. So it doesn't really do, I'm listening through studio monitors right now. So it just maybe adds a little bit to the sound, but it doesn't kill it. But you might want to take this, take this as a template and fix it up. It's like I didn't spend a lot of time trying to match, the clean and the drive to unity gain levels where, there's not too much of a volume spike. But so there could be a little adjustment required. All right, let's move on to the amp. So the Line 6 Carillon, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly. So yeah, I have the drive up, and for the clean, like there's nothing on the amp, no amp parameter controller assignments or anything like that. It's just dialed in to a setting, and I dialed it in clean first, and then added the Horizon drive, hence using the EQ block to help the Horizon drive get the tone I wanted to hear. All right, so I do have the mids low a little bit here. You can see all this, the usual bass, mid, treble. So everything's fairly in the middle. Presence is up a bit. Challenge and volume mode, you're going to adjust that to, your situation. Now the boost, I didn't like the boost on this amp. I found it was actually ruining the tone for me. So the boost is off. If you want to hear the boost, why don't we put that on? Let me put the Horizon drive, and let's get back to the amp. So let's hear this. Put the boost up a little bit. Let's put it there, 1.5. Yeah, so I keep it off because it was just too gnarly for me. I didn't like the tone at all. And I didn't touch the sag. I turned the hum off, and I didn't touch bias or biased X, but up to you if you want to adjust them. So moving forward, I wanted a two speaker option. So a 212 Bluebell. So that's a Vox cabinet, I believe. And I chose the 47 condenser FET mic, and I did move the mic around. So you'll see what I've done here, and a little bit of low cut, high cut adjusting. Put the volume pedal towards the end here. This is where I like it, at the end, but before delay and reverb. Now delay, I think that Horizon drive eats up a bit of DSP, so my delay choices weren't as plentiful. But I like simple delay. It's simple. It's simple delay, and I like that. There's not many. You have 6 parameters here, and one of them being trail, so that's on or off. So look at that. There's only really 5 parameters that you really need to deal with here, and I'm still learning what all these functions do. So before I dive into the bigger delays, I've still got to master this one. But anyways, dialed in for ambiance, and then let's get to the bottom. Room reverb. All right, so I'm going to turn off the delay, and let's just hear this preset with a little drive and room reverb. And I added the Kinky boost there at the end. And nothing on the output, no lead boost or anything, but you could certainly, there is a switch left. I'm not even using the mono effects loop, so you could actually assign 2 more things. And even if you had external dual foot switches to put in the port, you could have 4 more switches to control things. So that's the preset, my friends. So again, description box below, the link is there where you can download it for free in the custom tone area on the Line 6 website. Not my favorite amp. I doubt I'll be using it very much, but I thought this was a good tone. Actually, probably maybe be great on if you're doing a record, maybe for a rhythm tone. I don't know if I'd choose it for lead, but maybe you like it for lead. Maybe you'll change the drive. Maybe it'll open this up into new sonic worlds that I'm just not going to venture into, because I if I don't feel the vibe right off the start of the amp model, I'm probably not going to use it much at all. But in any case, check it out. It's still a good one in a sense, to get some basic, nice little rhythm tones for me. So, it's there. Yours for the taking, yours for the making. Okay, so thanks, guys. Hit the like button. Drop a comment. Let me know about any Podgo content you want to hear and see or hear. Don't forget to subscribe. And, in the meantime, take a look at this video.